Hello, tennis world. This is Joe Garber from Joe Garber Tennis. Coming out of retirement, usually I'm a very positive guy, and I'd like to say that 99% of the videos I've seen on Footwork on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram are pretty good, but could be better. But I have to say that I have to come out of retirement for coaching because they are missing the mark by a lot. Now, I want to get right to on this video of showing you the real correct footwork. But years ago, I wrote a little pamphlet on tennis, and I started the book out with Why Listen to Me. So I just want to let you know, I was on the same court helping John McEnroe and Vitas Gerulaitis learn the footwork from the two greatest footwork instructors of all time, Harry Hopman and Antonio Palafox. I was also on the same court when Leonard Berglund was teaching Borg the incredible footwork that he had. I also watched and studied under how the Williams sisters learned their superior footwork to everybody. Okay, in addition to that, I studied closely with Nadal and Federer and Djokovic and Sinner and Alcaraz, and I've studied it very carefully, their proper footwork, and all these people I mentioned are on a whole nother level from what we see. Now, I posted a couple of comments before online, and a couple of people said, how come you know so much? Who are you? Well, in 1980, at 5'3.5", I was considered by many of the top 20 players in the world then of being the fastest player in the world on a hard court. Eddie Dibbs, who was fifth in the world and the fastest player in the world on clay, said I was the fastest on a hard court. And I did what I had to do as a player. Quarterfinals of the Nationals, quarterfinals of the Orange Bowl. I played on the number 2 college team in the world at University of Miami, Division I, when we came in number 2 in the country that year in the late 70s. And basically, I learned from the best players in the world, and somehow we've gotten off track. So I'm not bragging because I didn't invent any special footwork, but I was lucky enough and I made it my business to be around some of the best footwork in the world. So I want to get right away to kind of demonstrate some of the things that have been missing so far in the footwork. So look forward to your replies, look forward to your disagreements, look forward to anything. When I had an 800-student school in 1986 in Park Ridge, New Jersey, I hired other head instructors to work with me because I was never scared that they could make me look bad or would know more than me. So here we go. I'm willing to share, but please try to stay tuned. Hope I didn't ramble too long, but I wanted to get the credibility that I know what I'm talking about. One final thing. Recently, Djokovic played a couple of matches. One was in 100-degree heat against somebody 20 years younger than him. The person 20 years younger than him complained about the heat. How come not him? Recently, he was in a match against somebody 20 years younger than him in a long match that cramped up. Why? Now, we know Djokovic is mentally tough, and we know he's a great tennis spirit and probably the greatest of all time. But that's not why they got tired before him. With his correct footwork and their incorrect footwork, although they're great athletes and they're young and strong, they actually ran more than twice as much during the match that he did. And hopefully, when we show you momentarily the real proper footwork, you'll understand why. We promised you the world's best footwork that anybody can do, and now we're going to demonstrate. I'm lefty. If I'm in the middle of the court and I'm moving to my left, I'm going to keep using this left foot to shuffle out here. Now, people who don't really know tennis, who think they do, might consider this an open stance. But I can hit from here. If I anchor this foot out here, I can hit open and be moving back to the center of the court. I can hit closed and still move back to the center. But the key part is anchoring this foot. Now, I'm a specialist on learning. I teach learning at a very high level in a lot of different sports right now. So I don't want to really, it violates my teaching skills to show what's happening wrong. But right now, you've got top athletes, some world-ranked players, some tall, young people in great shape. When they're in the middle and the ball is 5 feet away and they have all the time in the world, they have plenty of time to overrun this ball, get set, smack it Nadal style and be waiting here for the next ball, in which case if the other guy hits a really tough shot, they've only got half a court to go. If the other guy hits a medium shot, they can actually attack it. Instead, what I'm seeing is taking their time on a ball 5 feet away, getting this foot here, and hitting and falling this way. Now what they end up doing to stall for time is they end up running back here because they need more time to hit the next ball. Okay? Nadal doesn't, Djokovic doesn't, the Williams sisters don't. So the key is getting this. I'm lefty. We'll take the forehand first, but wait till I explain the backhand. The backhand footwork is going to blow you guys away. On the forehand, I'm going to use this foot to always anchor. Again, this is open stance. I'm going to demonstrate a few with a ball. This is closed stance. This is wrong. Also, when I see a lot of drills where the person is standing here, just grooving the stroke. This is not grooving the stroke. I'm planted on the front foot. If the ball is a little bit not perfect, I'm going to change the stroke every time. If I anchor this foot out here, then I can be hitting and back to the middle. When I teach a very beginner how to play, I don't care how good they hit it. I want them to get here, overrun, anchor, move back to the center, and I'm concerned that they try to hit as best as possible, even if they can't yet, as best as possible, to hit 3 balls in a row. I just want that thought in their brain that they're not just hitting this ball and standing here. Look where I am. Look at that whole court. Okay, so the reason why I'm going to challenge younger guys that have the wrong footwork is because in a minute my associate's going to hit me some balls. I'm going to be here, and as I'm hitting, I'm going to be already on the ball goes back in there, back in position. This is not something new. Nadal does it blatantly, where you could see it and study it. The Williams sisters do it blatantly, where you could see it and study it. But Sinner, Alcaraz, Djokovic, Federer, they all do it. And now that you know to look for it, again, so this is open. If I'm here early enough and I want to step in, this is closed. This is wrong. Okay, last little thing on that. When I see somebody, if I ask a stranger to demonstrate a forehand and they did this, I wouldn't even say that's wrong. That's not even wrong. It's not even good enough to be wrong. Hitting it and staying here is non-existent. You're always looking to hit and be concerned with the next ball. So in a moment, I'm going to demonstrate the backhand footwork because this is even more diabolical, and then we're going to have somebody hit me some balls to see me really do it. Before we get to the actual demonstrating with a ball, this builds my credibility. I was on the exact same court. I was on training with John McEnroe and Vitas Gerulaitis under the tutelage of Hopman and Palafox when they taught this. Vitas Gerulaitis used to love when and remember, he ended up with a backhand that you wouldn't let a beginner get away with, ended up being top 5 in the world. Hopman did not change his stroke. Hopman showed him the proper footwork to get back in position and to get the weight behind the shot so that a crummy kind of imperfect slice backhand would still be fine. They had me leaning down on the court like this with a stick. Literally, they found a stick in the garden, and every time Gerulaitis moved that foot wrong, I was to hit that back foot with the stick, and he was black and blue the next day. So this is not third hand. I was the one they asked to actually hold the stick. So every time Gerulaitis started to move this way, I was hitting him with the stick here to kick this foot out. So again, if really, when Nadal, who's the most obvious to see it, when he is pulled wide, it's this. Now, he can hit open, but he can hit closed. But he is not using this foot to get here and then hit and fall away. Now, yesterday I saw Guillermo Vilas on an old video, again, smacking those killer backhands, a little like this, but watch. Pushing this foot away, not stuck here, falling into the alley, leaving that whole court. Always concerned with being back to the center and being here. So if you're going to see in a minute or two, I'm going to either slice or drive it or drive it, but I can be open or I can be closed. But, so this moving this foot constantly has nothing to do. But I don't want to use this foot to chase the ball and fall into the alley and leave the whole open court. So I was on the court when they, and again, Vitas, we laughed. He was black and blue, but every time he pushed it this way, I hit him in the leg here to be out here. And then Gerolaitis' imperfect swing still had the body weight behind the ball. Okay, cut. It's the opposite of arrogance. But if I have the time, I'm going to offer a $10,000 or $20,000 challenge or something like that to play. I'm 70 years old right now and 5'3.5". I'm going to challenge some of the players ranked in the world or top juniors that they cannot beat me hitting a quality shot and moving across the court. And some of this technique you're about to see is why I can still cover more of the court than most of the top players in the world, except the very top ones. So I'm about to show you right now. You've been patient to listen to why you should listen, and now I'm going to show you the basic part of the footwork. Cut. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to have my instructor feed me some balls, forehand to the left. I'm in the middle of the court. Watch what foot I do all the work with. Go ahead. See, I'm going to get out here this way. See, I'm going to get out here this way. I'm going to get out here this way. Now, if I want to step in a little, just like I showed you, I'm still going to anchor this foot and get there. Okay, go ahead, Don. See, I'm still going to get here, step in, and move there. So that time I had a chance to step in this way, but still pivoting off this foot, hitting, and going back there. Go ahead, Don. 1 or 2 more. Open. Haven't missed the ball. Stepping in. Okay. 2 more. And going back 1 more. See? Go ahead. See? Look at that slice. That's a slice. That's a slice. That's a slice. Stamper style backhand. McEnroe style backhand. That's a slice, not that arm garbage. 2 or 3 more. Now, hit one, and then hit one on the other side. Here we go. Thank you. As a final thing, it's useless at a high level to ever hit the ball falling away from the middle of the court, because the other good players got the whole court and can relax. But I'm not even talking about tough balls. I see drills of tall, athletic, calf muscles like Arnold Schwarzenegger. The ball's 4 feet away from the other person, and they take their time, and they're here relaxing and hitting and falling away from it. I get a ball only a few feet away from me, and I'm gonna get overrun it so I can be aggressive, get the weight in, and still be ready to attack the next ball. Again, I hate to say what not to do, so I'm tempted. Final thing though, I see the people hitting here and then doing this. What is this? Going to the circus? You're not ready for the next ball. I'm gonna be, even if I'm lazy or tired and I'm here, I'm still gonna hit off this foot and be here for the next ball. Watching what they're doing, being ready. If the next ball is tough, I can back up. But they're not back there running 8 feet behind the baseline. They're running to stall for time. As a last thing, one student I was working with wanted me not to do it the right way because she said the girls she plays against do it wrong. I found myself doing what everybody else does, hitting, falling away, and running back 8 feet away from the line. So the last thing, forehand. This has nothing to do. This is not open or closed yet. This is correct. This would be open. This would be closed. Okay, boom. Backhand, TM, phenomenal. Always anchors this. Open, closed, open, closed. But moving back as I'm hitting the ball. God, I could coach this for hours. But thank you for listening. I welcome your feedback. If you start to study the really top players, this is what they're doing. Thank you.